Ancient civilizations whispered of incredible beings. These were mythical creatures. They were more than just stories. They reflected hopes and fears. They helped people make sense of the world. Imagine a world without science. People observed nature. They experienced powerful forces. They couldn't explain them. Myths were born. These mythical creatures were powerful symbols. They embodied strength, wisdom, or danger. They were woven into everyday life. These stories weren't just entertainment, they were lessons. They taught morals and values. They connected people to their history. What mythical creature fascinates you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Myths exist on the edge of reality. They blur the lines between fact and fiction. This is part of their enduring appeal. They invite us to question. They challenge our perceptions. Did these creatures exist? The rational mind says no, but the heart wants to believe. Even evidence is scarce, yet the stories persist. Why? Perhaps they represent something deeper. They embody universal truths. They speak to the human condition. They explore our fears and aspirations. These stories connect us to our ancestors. We share their fascination with the unknown. We inherit their need to explain the world around us. Mythical creatures played vital roles in ancient societies. They weren't just fantastical beings, they were guardians of culture. They upheld traditions. These creatures were deeply embedded in religious beliefs. They acted as intermediaries between gods and humans. They enforced cosmic order. They were also powerful symbols of power. Rulers claimed descent from them. They used them to legitimize their rule. They inspired awe and obedience. Understanding these myths is key to understanding ancient cultures. They offer insights into their values, beliefs, and worldviews.
Ancient Greece was a breeding ground for mythical creatures, beings that have fascinated humanity for centuries. These beings populated their myths and legends, each one more intriguing and terrifying than the last. They reflected the Greek psyche, embodying the fears, hopes, and values of the ancient people. There was the fearsome Minotaur, half man, half bull, a creature of immense strength and ferocity. It lurked in the labyrinth, demanding sacrifices from the people, a constant reminder of the dangers that lay in the unknown. The Minotaur represented the dangers of untamed nature, the wild and uncontrollable forces that humans feared. Then there was the Chimera, a fire-breathing hybrid with the body of a lion, the head of a goat, and the tail of a serpent. It ravaged the land, embodying chaos and destruction, a symbol of the unpredictable and often violent forces of the world. The Chimera symbolized the unpredictable forces of the world, forces that could bring about sudden and catastrophic change. And who could forget the majestic Griffin? This creature, with the head and wings of an eagle and the body of a lion, was a symbol of strength and vigilance. The Griffin represented strength and vigilance, guarding treasures and sacred places with its keen eyes and powerful presence. It guarded treasures and sacred places, a protector of the valuable and the holy.
These creatures, each with their unique attributes, played significant roles in the myths and legends of ancient Greece. They offered a window into the fears, hopes, and values of the people who created them, serving as both warnings and inspirations for generations to come. Mysteries of ancient Egypt. The land of the pharaohs, with its towering pyramids and enigmatic hieroglyphs, has always been a source of wonder and intrigue. The ancient Egyptians left behind a legacy that continues to captivate the imagination of people around the world.
Ancient Egypt also had its share of fascinating creatures. These mythical beings were not just figments of imagination, but were deeply embedded in the culture and religion of the time. They were believed to possess powers that influenced both the mortal world and the divine realms. They were integral to their complex cosmology. The Egyptians believed that these creatures played crucial roles in maintaining the balance of the universe. Each creature had its own unique attributes and responsibilities, often depicted in the intricate hieroglyphs and carvings that adorned their temples and tombs. They played vital roles in the afterlife. The journey to the afterlife was fraught with challenges, and these creatures were often seen as protectors and guides. They ensured that the deceased could navigate the treacherous path to the afterlife and achieve eternal peace.
Anubis, the jackal-headed god, guided souls to the underworld. He was one of the most important deities in the Egyptian pantheon, often depicted with a black jackal's head. Anubis was believed to oversee the embalming process and protect the dead from evil spirits. He oversaw the weighing of hearts, determining their fate. In the Hall of Ma'at, Anubis would weigh the heart of the deceased against the feather of truth. If the heart was lighter than the feather, the soul was deemed worthy of entering the afterlife. If not, it faced a grim fate. He represented death and rebirth. Anubis was a symbol of the cycle of life and death, embodying the belief that death was not an end but a transition to a new existence. His presence in tombs and funerary art underscored the importance of this belief in ancient Egyptian culture.
The Sphinx, with its lion's body and human head, guarded sacred places. This majestic creature was a symbol of strength and wisdom, standing watch over the pyramids and temples. The Sphinx was believed to protect these sacred sites from harm and to ward off evil spirits. It posed riddles, testing the worthiness of those who dared approach. The most famous riddle of the Sphinx challenged travelers to prove their intelligence and worthiness. Those who could not answer correctly faced dire consequences, reinforcing the Sphinx's role as a guardian of knowledge and mystery. It symbolized wisdom and enigma. The Sphinx's enigmatic smile and inscrutable gaze have fascinated scholars and adventurers for centuries. It remains a powerful symbol of the mysteries of ancient Egypt, embodying the quest for knowledge and the allure of the unknown.
And then there was Amit, the devourer of souls. This fearsome creature was a hybrid of the most dangerous animals known to the Egyptians, combining the head of a crocodile, the body of a lion, and the hindquarters of a hippopotamus. This terrifying creature, with the head of a crocodile, the body of a lion, and the hindquarters of a hippopotamus, devoured the hearts of the unworthy. Amit's role was to consume the hearts of those who failed the judgment of Ma'at, ensuring that only the righteous could enter the afterlife. It represented divine justice and the consequences of sin. Amit was a symbol of the ultimate punishment for those who led lives of deceit and wrongdoing. Her presence in the judgment scene served as a stark reminder of the moral and ethical standards upheld by ancient Egyptian society.
These creatures reflected the Egyptians' fascination with death and the afterlife. They were more than just mythical beings. They were integral to the Egyptians' understanding of the world and the afterlife. Their stories and depictions offer a glimpse into the values and beliefs of this ancient civilization. They served as guides and guardians on the journey to the next world. The presence of these creatures in tombs and temples underscored their importance in the spiritual life of the Egyptians. They were seen as protectors, ensuring that the deceased could safely navigate the afterlife and achieve eternal peace.
What mythical creature fascinates you the most, and why? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We would love to hear your stories and insights about these captivating beings from ancient times. Legends of ancient Mesopotamia. The ancient land of Mesopotamia, often referred to as the cradle of civilization, is steeped in rich history and mythology. This region, nestled between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, gave birth to some of the earliest known cultures and societies. Its legends and myths have fascinated historians and enthusiasts alike for centuries.
Ancient Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization, was also rich in mythical creatures. These mythical beings were not just figments of imagination, but were deeply embedded in the cultural and religious fabric of the society. They played significant roles in the epics and myths that have been passed down through generations. These beings populated their epics and myths. They reflected their worldview. The stories of these creatures were not just for entertainment, they were a way for the Mesopotamians to understand the world around them and to explain natural phenomena and human experiences.
The Lamassu, a colossal winged bull with a human head, guarded palaces and cities. These imposing statues were often placed at the entrances of important buildings, serving as both protectors and symbols of power. The Lamassu was believed to ward off evil spirits and protect the inhabitants from harm. It warded off evil spirits and symbolized royal power. The presence of the Lamassu was a testament to the strength and authority of the rulers who commissioned them. These statues were not just artistic creations, but were imbued with spiritual significance.
The Mushussu, a fearsome dragon with the head of a snake, the claws of a lion, and the talons of an eagle, was the sacred animal of the god Marduk. This creature was often depicted in art and literature, symbolizing the chaotic forces that Marduk, the chief deity, had to overcome to establish order in the universe. It represented the forces of chaos that Marduk subdued. The Mushusu was a powerful symbol of the eternal struggle between order and chaos, a theme that was central to Mesopotamian mythology. The stories of Marduk and the Mushusu were not just tales of heroism, but were also reflections of the Mesopotamians' understanding of the cosmos.
And then there was the Apkallu, a wise and benevolent fishman who brought knowledge and civilization to humanity. The Apkallu were considered demigods, sent by the gods to impart wisdom and skills to humans. They were often depicted as part human, part fish, symbolizing their connection to both the divine and the earthly realms. He represented wisdom and the pursuit of knowledge. The Apkallu were revered as the bringers of civilization, teaching humans everything from agriculture to writing. Their stories emphasized the importance of knowledge and learning in Mesopotamian society.
These creatures reflect the Mesopotamians' belief in a world filled with both benevolent and malevolent forces. The myths and legends of Mesopotamia were a way for the people to make sense of the world around them, to understand the balance between good and evil, and to navigate the complexities of life. They sought to appease the gods and ward off evil through rituals and offerings. These practices were an integral part of daily life, reflecting the deep spiritual connection the Mesopotamians had with their deities. Through these rituals, they hoped to maintain harmony and ensure the favor of the gods.
King Minos of Crete offended the gods. They cursed his wife, Pasiphae. She fell in love with a bull. The result was the monstrous Minotaur. Minos, ashamed, hid the creature in the labyrinth. This complex maze was designed by Daedalus. It was a prison from which there was no escape. Greek historian. As punishment for a past transgression, Athens had to send young men and women as sacrifices to the Minotaur. Theseus, a young Athenian hero, volunteered to slay the beast. Anubis presided over the mummification process. He ensured the preservation of the body. This was crucial for the soul's journey in the afterlife. Egyptian scholar. During the weighing of the heart ceremony, Anubis played a crucial role. He weighed the deceased's heart against the feather of Ma'at, representing truth and justice. If the heart was pure, the deceased could pass into the afterlife. If not, Amit, the devourer of souls, awaited. Anubis ensured order and balance. Anubis reminds us that death is a natural part of life. He teaches us about the importance of living a just and righteous life. This creature was often depicted as a guardian. It protected treasures and sacred places. It represented vigilance and the defense of what is valuable. Mythology, enthusiast. The griffin's image adorned armor and weaponry. It symbolized strength and power on the battlefield. It inspired courage in those who believed. The griffin reminds us to be vigilant in protecting what we hold dear. It encourages us to face challenges with courage and determination. They explore universal themes of fear, hope, and wonder. They teach us about different cultures and their beliefs. They remind us of the importance of preserving our own stories and traditions. So, the next time you encounter a mythical creature, don't just see a monster. See a story, see a reflection of humanity's enduring search for meaning in the universe. Thanks for watching. Please comment below on what ancient creature you find fascinating.